chickens, it's me, Angela. Welcome to my channel. Good to have you to follow along. This is our first sort of real little project that we're going to put together for our Christmas journal. So I hope that you are excited about that. Whether you're using one of my kits or your own Christmas journal kit, would love to have you follow along with me. Right, I'm going to show you how I go about putting the signatures together today. And then I've got a little project for us to do, hopefully at the end. All right, so I've printed out all my pages, and in the last video, I nearly said episode, I showed you what I was printing on the back of each one of these pages. If you haven't seen that, then go and have a look at the last video. Today I'm going to show you how my mind sort of works when I'm ordering them. I have put them together, but I'm going to sort of talk you through that. And so let's get started. Right, I've decided I'm going to go with the 2 signatures. And the reason for that is really that I had 14 pages that I sort of earmarked to go into this. I thought, right, that's great, that's perfect, it's an even number, I can divide it by 2 and put 7 in each, and then top that up with tea stain papers and other papers. So I've got 2 signatures here. I'm also using 4 of my altered Spirit of Christmas journal book pages, so the altered book pages that I did. I'll show you all of this. I've put aside 4 tea stain pages. I'm going to talk you through what to do with those. And then, as always, I've gone with this. This is my cream lace background pages. You could use one of the pages from the background pages for this kit or one of the journal pages. It's up to you. All right, so I'm going with this because I like this as a base when I'm adding projects to a journal. So that's what I've done here. So I've got 4 of these and 4 sheets of this. All right, so what I do when I'm putting signatures together is I sort of divide it into different piles. Now I'm just going to open this one up quickly. Now in the kit you get 6 pages that look like sort of pictures right across, 6 of these. That was perfect. I've divided these 6 pages into 2 piles of 3. Once I've done that, I decide which I'm going to use as my front of the signature. All right, so the sort of front page. So I wanted to use the carol singers for the one signature, and I wanted to use this page for the other. All right, so that's what I've done there. So that's the first sort of thing I do. The next thing I do is I have these double pages. I had 2 green and 2 red, which was perfect. I've put a green and red in each of the signatures. All right, so there we have 3 of the full page designs and 2 of these, so that's 5. That left me with the writing sort of pages. I'm just going to find one so I know what I can show you what they look like. Of course it's eluding me now just because I think it's underneath here. Right, so you've got one that has the Christmas tree here. I call this a writing page. And you've got the other one that's got the hollies and the mistletoe. All right, so I put one in here and the mistletoe in the other signature. Okay, then I've also got further on the pages that are pretty blank. They look like that, a green and a red one. Now this is one that you could add instead of the lace pages. So instead of using this, you could use something like this. So that's up to you. All right, so I've put one in here and one in the other. So that's how I go about separating them into piles. Once I've done that, I take a full design page and I alternate that with the double design page, we call it. And then I add in a writing page like that. All right. And I go on like that, full page, double page, and the other writing page, which is on the back of that. I turned it around. All right, so that's how I sort of divide it up. In between that, what I do as well is I'm looking at the actual, how many green backgrounds I've got, how many red backgrounds, and I sort of just decide what's what. All right, so I'll take you through. I've also added the two altered book pages in here and 2 in here. All right, so if I take it from the beginning for this one, you can see I've got the carol singers on the front. That's the other side. I think that you know that already. We've got the gingerbread here. That's going to be followed by this tree with the writing pages. All right. Then you've got your first altered book page. This one has the gingerbread and the fireplace. And on the other side, carol singers and the little boy. Right. Then we've got the family of children there. All right. So it's a full page. Then we have the double page. This is the red one. The green was earlier. And then we have, this is a background print onto the writing page. We then have the family scene here that has this on the back. And then you've got your last altered book page. All right, so that's not going to be our center spread. You'll see what I'm going to do there. So that's our first one. Now, this is the second one, and again, I'm going to just open it up. I think it's easier for you to see then. We've got this page with a lovely little boy with a snowman. Oh, well, there's a girl as well. All right. And that was on the back. Then we've got the red double page here with a little girl and the family. Right, that had the hollies, etc. and on the back and mistletoe. Then this is our first writing page. This is the other one. The other one was the Christmas tree. Okay, we printed that on the back. Here comes our first altered book page, and you can see my patterning here. I wanted to put the snowman, because there's a snowman there, and Mrs. Christmas over there, because when it opens up it's going to be opposite Father Christmas, so I thought that would work, so I turned it the other way. On the back of the on this one, that was that page then. Then we had this page, which was the blues. And then we've got the double page again. And this is the other altered book page. This one I put behind, not in the middle. And then this is the writing page. Now, sometimes where I've changed it up here, where this one was there for the other, I've put it there purely because when I page through, I want things to match and look not so busy or a little bit more busy and things like that. So once you page it through, these things do need to match. So there might be 1 or 2 that I'll rearrange, but those are going to be our 2 signatures. Now, all we need to do is we want to take our tea stain pages, and what I've done here for 2 of these, I have folded this in on an A4 3 inches, and I folded it in, and the other side 3 inches, and I folded this in for an A4. I would suggest, if you have the US letter size, so the 8.5 by 11 inch, I would go 2 3/4, because your page is 3/4 of an inch shorter. So go 2 3/4 and 2 3/4. All right, so you want 2 of those. I do this every time, you've seen me do that. All right. And then you want 2 that you've just folded straight in half. Okay, so what you want to do there is, now it doesn't matter if you're using a printed kit in America and you've got my A4s. If you're going to now use tea stain paper, that's fine. Just trim it if it's a bit too long. That's no problem. You want lots of layers in here. So you've already got the altered book pages that are shorter, as you can see. Right, so we want 1 folded in half and 1 folded with the flaps, and 1 of those going into that one there. We'll find its spot in a minute. And then these 2, I've just folded the 4 of these in half. I'm putting 2 in here and 2 in here. Okay, you want to have lots of place to write and stick in things, and the projects that I'm going to be putting in here are going to be to house photographs, keep cards, tags, and all sorts of lists and everything else that you want to collect in here. All right, so let's start with this one over here. I have no idea yet where I'm putting these. Again, I like to go white, brown, white, brown, sort of, more or less. Okay, so I do want something over here and I thought that I would make a sort of feature design. So I am going to go with one of these straight at the start, even though that was a gorgeous match. That's going in there. All right. And then we've got a couple of others. I just want to see. I've got 1, 2. I won't put something in there. 3, 4, 5. So it's only the one. Now that's a busy spot. I'll definitely put something in there. I quite like that, and the fact that it's got writing. So I'm not going to put one in that one. We've put one in there. I won't put one in those two, but we will need to put one in here. So this is going to be this one, and at the moment I don't know whether I'm going to put it there or there, but just place it. We might move something around, you know. That's, I definitely want something in here, so we're going to put this in here. That's just too busy for me, so we'll put that in there, like that. Then we've got that bit there, and then this one, I'm going to put in the middle. All right. So do I want that there, or do I want the cream? Let me just see where I put that last cream one. So things do change, like I'm just changing it up now. I'm going to swap that around. I'm going to put the brown, the tea stand page or the coffee stand, whichever you prefer to use, over there. I think that's a better match. This is more of a contrast, and I want to put a center spread on this one. So there we go. That's what we're doing with that. Now we might add bits and pieces, but I'm pretty happy with this. We now have quite a few pages in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's awesome. Okay. So 26. So by the time you're finished, you've got 100, or yeah, just over 100 front and backs pages. So that's great. So there's your first tubby signature, and this is going to be a tubby one, I promise you that. Right, we're going to start over here. Let's start this time in the middle. We are going to, I'm going to put, do I want that one or do I want this one? I think this one. We'll put this one in the middle. All right, so we're going backwards here. I just wanted to do that up front. Okay, so the next one that we need to do is, we won't put one there because it's got the little page already, but we will put one in here, and so it's going to be a tea stand page. Let's put that in there, the one folded in half. Okay, that one's a bit busy. I'm going to come back to that one. I'm just looking what I have, and we will put one in the front. Okay, so I'm going to put this cream one over here like that. I'm happy with that. And then in the front we've got a one over there. There's a writing spot. That's great. And then I will put one of these over here. All right, so there's the 2 signatures, guys. That's what we're going to do for our Christmas journal order, there or thereabouts. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to add an envelope or something else to slide through here, as the ideas are sort of coming through in my head now. I will add things, so that's why they're loose. We only sew them when we finished at the end. Now some people just a question while I'm thinking about it, at the moment you'll see there's a whole lot of shingling going on. The paper isn't the same. However, I do not cut that off, because once you've added everything in, these papers are not going to lie like that in your journal, and you're not even going to notice, because they'll be filled with so many things. All right, so just an idea. Okay, so there we go. That's our journal pages. So today I thought I'd make a little project, a quick little project, because I took up all that time now, to add into one of the pages. I am going to find a spot for it. It's not going to be my feature piece. We'll get to that. Here we go. Right, this is the right spot for it. So we're in this signature. We're at this lacy page towards the back. Yeah. And I think I'm going to put it on just over there. So the way I do that is I lift it up, I turn it like that. That's how I know where this page is going. And I'm going to put it to the side. We are going to do it on this side here. All right, so the back of that. Right, so that's there. Take that out. It's easier to work with it like that. And then what you need is the following. Oh, I must tell you, I've got the most amazing, I don't know if I'm going to burn my hand now. I can't tilt it too much, but this is a winter time candle. It's an aromatherapy candle that my daughter gave me this morning out of her advent calendar. The airy winter time for the mind, body and soul. It's cinnamon, orange and clove, and it smells absolutely amazing. It's a soy candle. Oh my goodness, I'm trying it today. It's really amazing. Right, now that I've moved off the subject completely, this is my little tray of goodies you need to have. We are going to use a piece of the fabric. So grab your fabric, whatever Christmas fabric you're using a little bit of the mini pom-pom trim, a little bit of this. This is part of the ribbon. I think this is in the lace bundle. This is in the ribbon bundle. Some die cuts. I've got a red snowflake here and 3 pieces of greenery. This one looks like a little bit of a fir tree, and these 2 are just leafy bits from the holiday greens, I think it is. Snowflake there. I've got one of the circles from my add-on kit. This is the Spirit of Christmas journal collection, so I've got that I'm going to use. I've brought my washi tape out. This is part of the Ultimate Bundle, or I sell it as a washi tape trio in my website shop. All these are in my website shop. I've used a bit of that, and then I've taken out one of the reindeers from my adornments, the little gold one. We're going to use that. I've got a whole selection of Christmas adornments in various bundles. Put them in smaller and larger bundles to give you the best savings and postage wise, etc. It's a really good offer. So we're going to use some of that. I've cut out one of the pockets from the add-on kit, so the gold sentiment one there with all the Christmas wording. We're going to use that. All right, so I also have a large tag which I've put in some ribbon from the Christmas ribbon. We're going to use this one, and then I've just taken 2 of my little ephemera pieces. Put some ribbon in there with an eyelet, and I've used some washi tape just to add some interest, and I quite like how it's just torn a piece off and added it on there, and I think it just makes a pop. So I'm quite liking that. So that's our ephemera. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so we're doing this on this side, and I'm not going to put too much on here, so I'm not going to stencil or anything, or maybe I should. All right, let me grab the stencil and the ink, and I'll be back here in a minute. So I've grabbed my little layering stencil, this Tim Holtz one. It's set 20. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas one just in the corner there. This is a lovely little set, and I have just grabbed 2 different distress inks here. I like the oxides more than the inks. And I must say, this lumberjack plaid is a lovely deeper red. I've got the festive berries, but it's brighter. So I've got that. These are my 2 new ones. Rusty Hinge, which is like a lovely goldish color. So I've just done this quickly on a scrap. The 2 colors here, which I really like. Yeah, so I'm going to give these a go. So I'm going to just take this bit here. Now I've got my small one for the red, and I've got this for the hinge. So let's just see what we are doing here. Merry Wish. What does it say? I have got it the right way around. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, so we are going to put a little bit of this on here. So brace yourself. I'm always nervous when I try one of these for the first time. Is it just me? You just don't know what you're going to get, do you? So I've got that over there. Merry Wish. That looks lovely. And well, I'm going to do it on that side. I know it's going to be close to the spine, but that's okay. And then let's close that one up. I've got my smaller one here, but I just wanted to pop up the deeper red. Oh, this is such a lovely red. Thank you, Debbie, for recommending this to me. I think it's going to be a fave. Right, definitely a Christmas fave. Right, so we've got Christmas there. Look at that. Oh, that looks good, hey? Right, so we're just going to go with that for the stenciling today. We'll put that to the side and I'll clean that later. That's cool. We're going to put lots of other goodies on here. Right, I did take my fabric. This was sort of just over halfway the size of the piece. It's 4.5 by 5.5, but I have just put a little bit of a seam on it. Okay, go and measure on your page because our pages are different. I'm going to stick this down here. All right, so it doesn't matter that it's going to go over there. We're going to have a tag come out there. So I want to just get my glue and just use your fabric glue for this. All right, and I could have ironed this, couldn't I have? That wasn't very good. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm going to now use my little test here just to sort out my glue, which is looking a bit mucky. Right, okay, so I'm going to, this is the top of my pocket, so I just want to run the glue down the side here. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, remember you don't have to sew the edges over. You can pull the threads and have a rough raw edge, or you can put some lovely Christmas embroidery thread slow stitching, which should really look beautiful. I just didn't have time to do that. I did cross my mind, but I just didn't have time to do that today. Right, I'm going to flick this over and get it over here, and I want it fairly down. So we've got our little pocket. So this is just a little simple video today. Our little project is simple. I'm going to get to the more creative ones as we get on. But yeah, I'm trying to do as much storage as possible. I had a look at my past Christmas journals, which I love. Yeah, it really put me in the festive spirit, and I must say I do feel very festive. I definitely do. Okay, we want to now take this little pocket, and I'm going to just, because I have this glue open, I'm just going to carry on with it. So this pocket just comes from the add-on kit, nice and easy. You just fold it on the fold lines and there you go. I'm going to keep this upside down here in my sweetie jar because my glue stand, I think, is in the cupboard. That doesn't help, does it? Right, so we're going to get that down there just so that we've got some little bits peeking through underneath it. I love this fabric. I do love it. It's part of my fabric bundle, so if you were looking for some. Right, I do have some of those bundles still available, coming to the end, but there are just a couple there if you haven't managed to grab one and you were after one. Now what I want to do is take this amazing trim and this one. I need to just get my scissors. I'm going to just measure this across here. Now I think I need to make it lower and this on the top like that. Oh, it is looking so glitzy, hey? Right, let's just get the bin a little bit further out here. I just want to trim the end there. Right, so that's going to go there. So we'll need to stick this one down first. So just cut that off. This mini pom-pom is also the most amazing red color. And these pom-poms are just adorable. They are so little, but just perfect. Perfect for this. Right, so this was down. That's good. Now we want to get this down. So just make a little measure there like that, just so that I can see where I need to be. Right, let's go for it. Get some of your fabric glue straight across. The fabric isn't too thin, it's not thick, but you know, it will work for this. And just put that on. Gosh, I need to sort out that glue. Need to add some acetone to it. That's what it is. It's got gloopy. Love that word, gloopy. Right, we will lift this up and do a cutting job here. So let's just, thank goodness it's paper, so it's pliable, isn't it? Of course it is. So, right, perfect. It's coming along. Oh, the colours, I love the colours. Awesome. And then we're going to put this on the top here. So we want to just get a nice bed of glue here, not overly thick, guys, because you don't want it to go through the paper and stick onto your page below. That you don't want. So let's just go like that, and especially on the ends, you want those ends to stick down nicely like that. Awesome. Press. There we go. Oh, isn't that looking amazing? Right, now I'm going to take my little bits and pieces here. I've got my little circle, which I'm going to put just over here. And before I stick the circle down, I want to just arrange a couple of these. So this is the lighter green. This is the one with a little sort of paper that I shared with you last time. That's got like little dots on them. I wanted a lighter one at the bottom and a darker one probably at the top. So I'm just going to show you how they look now, and then I will quickly just stick them down. And then what I thought with this, I wanted to tuck that underneath there, just so that there's a pop of red like that. Okay, let me go and stick that down and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've stuck all those down. Just a little bit over here. I see I need to put a little bit more there, but everything's down. Now don't be afraid to go over. As long as it doesn't go over the page itself, you're all right. And then I'm going to just stick this on quickly, and I think that just pulls it all together. So yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to take my little reindeer. I had a little splash of gold to match the gold up at the top here, and because this little boy's in the snow, I thought, yeah, we'll have a reindeer. We've already got a snowman, so this is perfect. So I've just got this there, gold little reindeer, and I wanted just to go over the edge there, like that. There we go. How cute is that? Awesome. So if you don't have a die cut machine, and you want hollies, all the different adornments, I have put them in the shop. Right, so we've got a little pocket going on there. All we need to do now is add a little bit of washi here to your goodies, really like that. I'm going to put these two, tie my little bunny ears on there, like that, pull them together. And that one says Merry Christmas, and then we've got those with all the greens and reds that we're dealing with. So I'm going to tuck those into that pocket there at the bottom. Awesome, look at that, it's just coming together beautifully. And I think, do I want a little pop of red there too? I'm going to just take some of this. I just tear it with my fingers. I think I just want a little bit of red here, like that. Yeah, and I'm going to just tuck it around. Yeah, and then, yeah, I think that's enough. No, I was going to put another piece on, but no, that's fine. And then that's going to fill that gap there, and then you've got lots going on, haven't you? In typical Christmas over-the-top design, there we go. So there's our first little bit. Now remember, this is the front page. That is now going, I think, I can't remember how I had it, but I'll sort it out. This goes here, this goes here. All right, so that one goes down next, and this goes on top. And look how amazing that looks with this nice light green over there. And then just arrange your little... Now, a little tip, if your pocket is gaping like mine is here, what I tend to do is take some glue. I'm going to use it because there's fabric glue. I'm just going to put some glue on the bottom bit here, and I'm going to stick that down because the tags aren't going to go that far down. But by doing this, it keeps this closed. Yeah. So I should really wait till it dries properly, but doesn't matter. I'm going to tuck that in over there now. Now that's going to hold this a lot flatter. All right, then there we go. There's our first little layout, and I love it. I love it. Right, everybody, there's your first project for your Christmas journal for 2023. It's full of glitz and magic. That's the word I'm going for. That's my Christmas word for 2023. The magic, creating the magic of Christmas. Go and have some fun. I know that your parcels are on your way to you. Pretty much everybody's is. I've got some I'm dropping off right now. But yeah, it's just the ones from yesterday that I haven't packed yet. So that's it. Go and have some fun. If you've got any questions or anything you need to ask me, you can get hold of me on my email address. It's in the description box below this video, or via my contacts page on my website, which is angelakerrdesigns.com. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday with another little video. Yay! And thank you all for being so amazing. See you soon. Bye bye.